All right, so this is the Vibe board in room C200. Some of the other Vibe boards on campus may be different, but this is how you operate the Vibe board in C200 to start a Zoom meeting for your group. First, make sure that it is plugged into the wall. Sometimes it's plugged into an extension cord, which then needs to be plugged into the wall. And then turn it on, and the button right in the back here. Also make sure that your camera is situated up here, somewhere along the top. And if it is not here, then sometimes it's in a bag that's on the lectern over there. And then it takes a minute for it to power up. And it often gives you this message that there's no connection. Just wait a minute and it will connect. Okay, so now it's all powered up, and if you look down here at the bottom, there's this little icon that looks, whoops, now it's setting a screen resolution. Hold on, it'll come back. There's a little icon that looks like almost like a keypad, and you click on that, and then it turns into really just like an iPad. It's just got pages of apps. You look here, the Zoom app is not on this page, so just like on your iPad or your phone, you swipe over to the next page of apps, and there it is. So you hit the Zoom app, and this is what you get. And what you get is a split screen. So your Zoom screen is going to be on the right, and the left side is a whiteboard if you want to use it. If you do not want to use it, you press on this little white button that's in the middle, and just slide it all the way over to the end, and it disappears. So then you have just your Zoom. So if you have the Zoom login, for instance, the White Memorial Zoom email and password, then you can sign in by clicking sign in down here so that you can launch the meeting, and you'll put your sign in email and password there if you know that and have access to it. If you don't, go back over here, just join a meeting right here. And then it's just like when you're at home, you can use the meeting ID and passcode that you have from your email from whoever organized the meeting. So I'm going to put in our meeting code here. Okay, and hit go. And then it's going to tell me, oh, it didn't like my meeting ID. Let me try again. Okay. I think Liz is right. I think it didn't work because you had to turn off your Zoom. We'll do another example, but basically what you do, let me find another example real quickly. Sorry, this is taking so long. I can't get anything to cooperate with me. Okay, let's try this one. So I'm going to start over here. Okay, and then it's asking for the meeting passcode, so then I put that in, which is also from my email. I'm just using the example of the health ministry meeting. And so then it comes up to this screen. And so this is important. So down here under join audio, it says Wi-Fi or dial in. And so you want to hit Wi-Fi. Okay, so now they'll be able to hear. And then you also want to start your video. Okay, and so now there's the video, and there's Liz recording us. So anytime that, let's say, this screen kind of disappears, just tap on it if you need this bar that shows things like mute, stop video, share, participants. So for example, if I click on participants, we can see that right now the only participant is me on the Vibe board. But when you have other people in your meeting, it will show who has joined the meeting. And then if you need to click more, you can log in as host if you want to. So for instance, I could log in and say that I'm the host of this meeting, and that gives me a few more controls, like I can mute everybody at once if I need to, or you can ask somebody to mute if their mic is picking up sound and you need them to stop. So then once you have your meeting, you go over here to end, and you push on end, and this is important. It says end guest session, and there's a little box here that says erase all data on this Vibe device, which sounds very scary, but it's okay. Check that box, yes, and then clear guest canvas, and that will end your session, and that will take you out. And so then you can just turn off the Vibe board back here, push that little button, and then options will come up, and you just hit power off, and it will power itself off, and then you're all done.